charts in the smoke. BTC spikes, bears start to choke. Cold eyes, numbers bleed. Only the strong survive and lead.
Bull and bear clash. Chaos unleashed. Futures loaded. Pressure insane. Fire in the charts. Blood in the chain. Candlelight cuts. Silence loud. Transcend money. Rise from the crowd. No fear, no sleep, just real trades. Transcend money. Digital power reigns.
This is more than trading. This is crypto warfare. Hack the code. Break the whales. Take your freedom.
Midnight trades in silence deep. AI hunts while retail sleeps. Sniping blocks with lightning code. I bend the flow, I crack the node. Whales fake, walls I glide through. Charts don't lie, but they do for you. Hack. Crypto works.
Trade like a ghost.
Welcome to Transcend Money Community. Today we are going to analyze the prices that are in a very tricky point right now. We were mentioning in the title that we have this rising wage that target can be around, if we take from here, we're talking about the most probable scenario is to come back to the 100,000. In the less probable scenario will be to pump to the 122, almost 121. And let's see the order book and which is the information we have right now, because right now what we see is a lot of liquidity, a lot of longs in 107,500 and liquidations that didn't finish. That's very strange. They didn't manage to liquidate all the longs today. Look, and this region that is, I think, the 108, more or less, 108,000. So that's quite powerful for Bitcoin. We have this big support, but the bigger investors with more than 200 Bitcoins, we're going to see it also in the website of Transcend Money Community. And basically, what we've seen is like we can have this a small correction and then keep pumping, or we go into the 100K. What the big investors are thinking about, still, this is the forecast from yesterday video in the Spanish channel. And here we touch the two resistance and the target still 107 something, right? So there is a lot of liquidity, a lot of money in longs around 107, 106, 105. So we want to mark all of them with more than 200 Bitcoins. This is more or less what the market expect. That is in fact exactly the same since Saturday. These all big positions. And look at this. We don't have big resistance on the top right now. So the market is expecting a correction. And here we have to decide 107.5, 106, 100.5. Or in the most unbelievable scenario, the 100,000 that I think is quite difficult, 7.5% drop. And yeah, so the 110 is still the resistance. We want to mark the top three, 130,000 and 110,000. Why I'm marking that once? Because I think there is a chance that because it's not so much liquidity, that the price can push a little bit in the case of that the whales, they want to push the short liquidations, right? But this is a critical point in my opinion. We're still bullish in this bull flag, but now in short term, we have this region where we can have this this correction, right? That's the situation right now. And here we can see very clearly, but you see this 100,000 disappear, so they are not anymore there, and the 97 still below 200 Bitcoins, and the 91 still with a lot of Bitcoins, 222. So the yellow ones are the prices with most liquidity in the order book right now. So regions of interest, 107.5 and around this. Right now I have 105, 111, but I think I'm gonna raise it a little bit to 106. Between 106 or 155. I think I'm gonna change that one. Because now the traditional markets, no, but this is not yet updated, right? But today we have opened the Nasdaq, right? So yeah, it's open. So why it's not updated yet if it's 30 minutes? Or why the futures are positive and the stock market is going down? That's very weird. Or this is not updating. Yes, it's updating. So the futures of the traditional is positive and the Standard & Poor's is negative. So because now we start to see the correction, the pumping a little bit, not pumping, but bouncing. Okay, great. So that's the situation for me. The decision point right now is gonna be if entering in the 107, this point, 107 200. I think this is gonna be interesting point, and then the 106, 105. That is gonna be around here. So probably I can rise a little bit to 106,000. I think I'm gonna go to 106,000 in this small position I have in TM longs trade. And I'm gonna, because right now I have 105, 11, 105, 111, and so I'm considering to raise it to 106, but in fact no, in fact I like here, but I think it's not gonna have enough energy to go down. I'm gonna keep my setup 105, 111. That is low risk and waiting for a extreme scenario. And then if I'm seeing a big change in the, because in fact it's quite expensive now to bring down the price, right? How much it costs? 106. Wow, $1 billion. Yeah, in fact maybe even 107. I think right now is because the bounce, so should be, this one is 106 200, 106 200. That is about 2.2% down. And this is the situation, right? That we can go to 100K if we follow this pattern, but have to be something crazy, very negative news. The other one, we bounce fast here, but we still have all the pressure from this trend line that the price is struggling to keep right now. And then we have this one that is coming, this trend line is coming from the all-time at the last cycle, right? The all-time high from the last cycle. And so probably, I think the 105 could be good. I'm gonna check the trading volume from this point to this point, and look at this. Okay, 300. So we're gonna go, yeah, it's not very worth it, but I'm gonna go 333 up a little bit this. Okay, let's do it from here. You know, my two favorite exchanges are Bitunix and Mexc. Mexc don't have commissions. Sorry, this one, no, this one. 333. I'm gonna rise a little bit. 3333. Okay, go. Go, go, go. Just a little bit. There we go. So then I have to rise a little bit the second entry. I'm gonna put 400, and there we go. So that's the setup I'm gonna take. 105,333. Let's see. Why I'm saying let's see, because yeah, if a big whale is entering in the market, then of course we're gonna 100K. But right now, I think if the futures, we don't have a crazy news, I think the movement is not gonna be so crazy. And if it's so, I have the second entry at 100, 425, right? So I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna keep it like this. And the short, I'm still far from my entry that was 107 something, 107,444. So I need almost $1,000 to go back to my entry point for the short that I think I entered here. So yeah, that's the situation right now. So let's leave it here. Thank you very much to everyone. I wish you very good luck with your positions, health, love, and wealth, and see you in the next video.